Welcome to Romance Devoured. I'm the founder, Johnny Andrews, and what I want to do in this very quick video is break down exactly why this platform building giveaway can be extremely transformative to your career as an author, and then also show you some results that some folks have been having with this as we run them. So first of all, I want to take a second just to explain why this is so important. Why is this what is this author platform and why is it the most vital part of your success? And I do mean the most vital part of your success. Obviously, outside of having good books, this is the thing that can make the difference between you being able to sell 10 books a month versus being able to sell 10,000 books a month. And what it is, it's the concept of having an audience, of having a group of people who are excited and eager to buy the books that you are putting out, that they're looking forward to this. And if you have been doing this for any length of time, then undoubtedly you've done some research and some Googling to try to figure out, okay, how can I sell more books? And you have undoubtedly run into the words newsletter or platform or audience. All of those words basically mean the same thing. The most powerful form of an audience that you can build is your email newsletter, meaning your subscribers. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So what this looks like, the vast majority of authors, and the reason why they're not really making it, and they're not selling a ton of books, and they're not able to make a good living, is because this is what their reader base looks like. It's essentially a huge empty auditorium. There's nobody in there that knows who they are. Their books are getting lost in the noise, and nothing's going well for them at all. So what we like to do is pack the stadium for you. That's our job. We pack the stadium. We do that thing where we bring in the audience and we put them in front of you and say, hey, here, this is an awesome author. Let's get to know him. And then people start to they move from that sort of, hey, I just saw you, to, wow, this is pretty cool. And then they begin to transform them into a fan and a reader and a buyer. And that's the process they go through. But it all begins with these giveaways. So what exactly is this platform building giveaway? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to share our platform with you. To help you reach more readers. Because if there's one thing that we can do very, very well over here, it's build an audience. In fact, with our first ecosystem, which if you've heard of I Love Vampire Novels, we created that just to work with paranormal romance readers and currently reach anywhere from 150,000, 250,000, sometimes all the way up to 3.1 million readers a week, giving away sometimes up to 18,000 books. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's proven to be one of the most effective ecosystems out there if you happen to be a paranormal romance author. It's really, really cool. Well, that's what we're doing with Romance Devoured, is we are building that same ecosystem for all of the romance genres. And what we're going to do is we're going to share our tools and all of that with you in this giveaway. So what we do is we send this giveaway to targeted people. It's not blanketed out there. We don't blast it out to a bunch of people who have no interest in reading your books. These are people who absolutely love romance novels. And this is the number one way authors can cheaply and effectively get exposed to new readers who can then buy their books and help build their platform and sort of become these fans for you. Now, the one issue, obviously, is that to do this on your own is actually a ton of work. And that's where we come in. We have built an entire team around developing these things, making sure that they hum, that they represent you, and that they're awesome, and that they work really, really well. So what exactly is Romance Devoured? Well, it's like I told you before, we're the creators of I Love Vampire Novels, and we created this for super romance novel fans. The majority of our fan base, 98% women, 35 to 54, United States readers, major lovers of reading romance. This is not just a freebie seeker site. We're not just giving away tons of stuff. These are book buyers. In fact, based on our previous poll with the P&R fans, they spend somewhere between $175 and $225 a month on books. So they do buy books, and that's awesome. And authors who work with us tend to come back a lot. In fact, the last time we opened up these giveaways, we sold out in a matter of hours, and the people that did them the first time keep coming back again and again and again and again. So these things are highly effective, as you're going to see in just a second. So what do you get with your giveaway? First of all, we're going to do a top feature banner in our email newsletter blast. We're going to do a featured tweet with custom graphic, featured Facebook post with custom graphics, same thing with Pinterest. And here's what's really cool. The thing that sets us apart is if you've done giveaways before, a lot of times you get these weird, email lists and things like that. That's not the case here. In this case, we're going to give you the list at the end of your giveaway, and these folks are absolutely ravenous for your books. The open rates, the click-through rates are stellar. In fact, we were just talking with an author who was just over the moon about she was getting over 63% open rates on her first email. It was just absolutely fantastic. So that's what you get with your giveaway. In fact, you get an entire dedicated day within our ecosystem because we only run these giveaways Monday through Friday. And so there's very limited space to be able to get in on these things. So here's just a couple of results you can see from people who have been running for just literally just a matter of days. Everything from 649, 582, several thousand. In fact, you can see the one at the bottom, 4,100. There's another best-selling author. Obviously, we have obscured the names to protect the innocent, if you will. But these giveaways totally work. They collect tons of names and email addresses, and these are people who are very excited to give that stuff to you because they love books, they love reading the genre, they want to know about you. It's a wonderful way to, like I said, connect with new readers and turn those new readers into fans and eventually super fans that go and sort of evangelize your name to all of their friends. That, hey, I found this great new author. I'm super excited to read it. And this is how a real business is built for you. You can see some other things here. We did a Kindle Fire giveaway, 6,700. Tons of people, 3,700 there, over 1,000, over 1,000, over 1,000. So these things have done very, very well for the authors that have chosen to jump in on this. And you can see this is essentially what these things look like. We customize these things specifically for your particular fan base. We use your book cover, so all of this stuff is all about you. And they're beautiful things. And this, what makes it really neat is there's a viral function on the end of this where people can take this thing and they share it with their friends. And every time they share it with their friends, because as you know, birds of a feather, as they say, they get 3 new entries, or we could designate that to be whatever you need. But that's one of the main reasons why these things go so crazy and so viral with this, is that they're able to get more and more and more traction the more people we put into this. So the platform building giveaways through Romance Devoured, we have a super limited time introductory price. They're $59. And like I said, these things do sell out quickly. The last time we opened these things up, they went ridiculously fast. So you can click the link below. You can go through PayPal. And after you make your payment, this is important, there's an intake form that we're going to need you to fill out. Once you fill that intake form out, we're going to be in contact with you, making sure everything's the way it needs to be, maybe have some questions and all that. And then it's a first come, first serve booking. So we'll get you into the first slot open. And like I said, these things can sell out extremely fast. So please make sure you do this right away. And if for any reason at all you don't see that intake form, no problem. Just forward your receipt from PayPal to sponsorships@romancedevoured.com and we'll get you taken care of. We're actually real people. Yes, we're living and breathing. It's awesome. And we do want to make sure that everything works really smoothly. But sometimes, hey, it's the internet. But we'll get you that intake form right away. So make sure, like I said, if you don't see it after you make your payment, sponsorships@romancedevoured.com. Now, this is really cool. This has been something that we were doing through I Love Vampire Novels, and we're also going to be doing it with Romance Devoured. I highly recommend this because it kicks butt. We will do the Facebook advertising for you at no additional cost. All you do is just pay for the ads. And the minimum that we're doing right now is $5 a day for 10 days, so basically 50 bucks. And if you give us that ad spend, we will build the ad, create the ad, 100% of it. We're going to do the entire thing for you. When I say that, I mean that. We'll do the targeting, and we have some amazing targeting that we can do here. We're going to create it, set it up, target, and we're going to run it. We also do a lot of honing with that, so we try to get the cost down. We've been able to get the cost per lead down to literally 4 cents has been the best one that we've seen so far. But most people are below 30 cents per email, and a great many of them fall below 15 cents. Now, obviously, 4 cents is something of a unicorn, but I was pretty proud of getting that stuff done. So that's what we do here, is we do Facebook ads constantly because it's the absolute best way to go and just get those new readers. We also have incredible reach because we have some very specific custom audiences, not just the people that have bought the books. We have audiences made up of people who bought the book and then turn around and bought the hat, the tote bag, the t-shirt. Like, these are the super, super fans. And we're basically the only people out there that have access to these folks because we've been running these super novel fan pages for so long, and we've been working on this for so much time here, that we have these pixels and these audiences, and it's just awesome. So this is, like I said, you don't have to do this, but I highly recommend it. In most cases, we've seen the ad spend, it can boost anywhere from 15 all the way up to, I think the highest we saw was 60% of the people that were coming in came from the Facebook ads that we did. And so this is an option after you fill out the intake form, after you go through PayPal, go to the intake form. Then what you'll see is you'll see the option for some Facebook advertising. You can simply say, hey, I want this, and you tell us what the budget is. No problem. We'll invoice you for that about a week before your giveaway starts. But like I said, it's not required, but I do strongly recommend it, because this is one thing that the two things we're great at are audience building and Facebook ads. Absolutely love that stuff. And if you've been researching how to sell more books, pretty much audience building and Facebook ads are the ways to go. So like I said, that's totally optional, completely up to you. So all you do, click the button, pay through PayPal, fill out that intake form. It's super easy, takes you right through the process. It asks you a couple of simple questions, and that's all there is to it, really. I'm super excited to have you in here. Please do this now, because as soon as you can, because these things will sell out very, very, very quickly, because we only have space for Monday through Friday. All right? Click the button, get your spot, and I will see you on the other side. Thank you so much.